JL, thanks for taking the time today. It's good to see you.
It's nice to be talking to you as always.
2019 World Cup Tour of England, life is going pretty well for Justin Langer. Can you talk me through what happened at that time?
It was the day before the first World Cup game against Bangladesh. And I woke up in the morning and it was the most weird thing. You know, in Star Wars, when the sabers, zoom, 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 you hear this noise in my left ear. I kept getting this saber noise in my left ear, and I've never experienced it before. I thought, that's really weird. And then it turned into ringing cell, like a screaming noise, and it's called, what I've discovered, it's called tinnitus. And I had no idea what tinnitus was, but now it's literally constant in my ear, Das, and it's quite debilitating, actually.
Well, it sounds like it. Lightsabers going off in your ear. Were there any other symptoms, JL, that knocked you around at the time?
It felt like, I explained it felt like I was seasick and drunk every waking minute. And it went for about 18 months. And I was in a high-pressure role as the head coach of the Australian cricket team. And one of the worst things about it, and some of the viewers might get this as well, is that not only did I have the symptoms, and I had to put the mask on every day as well, because you got to act like, oh, everything's going okay. And then you get back to your room each night and you're literally flat. You're just flat.
You're one of the toughest, most resilient people I reckon I've ever met. I've seen you stare down West Indian fast bowlers without any form of fear. Is this at the top of the tree for you, that 18 months where you had vertigo and you described those physical and mental symptoms? How bad did it get?
The thing about, if you face fast bowling or you jump in the boxing ring or you have different fears, you've got some control over it. So as a batsman, I just watch the ball. And if I got hit, it means I took my eye off the ball. Or if you've got some control. Whereas I didn't know what it was, Das. And that was the thing that hurt the most. And then I saw some amazing people. Ear specialists. I met this extraordinary neurologist who basically changed my life for me. And then I also got linked then with Ear Science Institute Australia, and they've been brilliant. I started wearing a hearing aid, and it made a huge difference. All of a sudden, I'm hearing things I didn't even know. I've become a better dad. I've become a better husband, because for years my kids are going, Dad, you don't listen to us. I'm not listening because I can't hear.
Caught up with you a few years ago on the show, and you've been generous enough to share this story with us. Has it changed in the last few years, JL, with tinnitus at all, or is it still the same?
I think I've learned to live with it. If I concentrate on it, I can hear ringing in my left ear right now. So I get on with my day and blah, blah, blah. It's like anything. It's like if I concentrate on the air conditioning, I can hear the air conditioning. If I concentrate on the birds outside, I can hear the birds. If I concentrate on the tinnitus, I can hear the tinnitus. But I'm one of the lucky ones, Das. I hear horror stories about people put their head down at night and the tinnitus is so loud it keeps them awake at night. So I'm being lucky. I got it reasonably early. I know what it is. I don't panic anymore. And that's often the knowledge of knowing what's going on alleviates a lot of the issues from my experience.